I am going to prove that you can run a marathon. How? Well, I didn't exercise for the last 2 years and my marathon is just 20 weeks away. 42.2 kilometers of non-stop running while fighting against your own mind. A marathon is the ultimate challenge to test both your physical and mental strength. My friend Gregor challenged me and himself to run one.
But we gonna do it? Oh yeah.
At this moment of time, these two idiots thought they would just run a marathon. Well, you don't just run a marathon. Your knees hurt, your feet hurt, everything hurts. You need more food, you need more sleep. Drinking isn't very clever. And you need to find the energy and motivation to put on your running shoes and go again. Time after time after time. I haven't exercised at all for the last 2 years. So, well, this is our test run.
I'll make an edit of all the sounds I make. I can't think anymore. Fuck. So, what are those? Look at the time.
We ran for 11 minutes.
What?
Only 2 kilometers. Alright, so we ran 2 kilometers, maybe not even 2 kilometers, and we were fucking dead. I honestly believe that most grannies would outrun us. At the end of this challenge, we need to be able to run this distance 21 times. To improve our runs, we need shoes that suit our feet perfectly. And after trying a gazillion shoes, I finally got the ones. Got him. Got him. Wow. I am now going to register for the marathon. Although we did plan this marathon 4.5 months in advance, there still was this chance that the tickets were already sold out. Hey! Marathon! That means that now it is serious. I made this training scheme with 3 to 4 trainings a week to prepare us for the marathon in Eindhoven on the 13th of October. Alright, I just came back from my first long run. It was supposed to be 5 kilometers, but I actually did 7.5. And it actually went pretty well. And the first 2 weeks indeed actually went surprisingly well. And on this second Sunday we had to do 6 kilometers, which was the longest we had run in one go so far. And Nathan also decided to join us, who was a bit of a liability.
Go on, go, go, go.
So we did what everyone would do, we left him behind. But we did clear the 6 kilometers quite easily and we felt like we could do even more. But then in the third week we both had a vacation and we didn't really run. And then on the Sunday...
And now I have to do 8.
I almost got it. After having another 2 good weeks, I arrived at week 6 and 7. I literally have no energy at all. Like I've never felt this tired in my entire life. I did do 12 kilometers last Sunday. That was the only real run of last week. Now I'm also not running. Sunday we were going to do 14k. We're going to do 14k. Yeah.
So we're gonna run 14 kilometers today.
Yeah, but
the problem is we both have a cold at the moment. Chris is joining us today.
I probably feel at 1 kilometer good.
You gotta be Nathan.
Yeah,
you gotta
that's my
be
goal for today.
Yeah. Okay, for some reason, Chris is walking in front of us. Long legs. Mr. Long leg. Huh? Okay, sure. Alright,
Lekker gedaan, Chris.
Toppen.
Today I interviewed Jeroen. And Jeroen started to get into running since the last 5 years and he has now run 3 marathons. And he had some useful tips for during the training and the marathon itself. And you will hear him as a real running guru inside my head. But Jeroen also told us about his ideal training scheme, and it actually quite matched ours. So you train in blocks of 4 weeks, and every week you should run about 10% more than you did last week, but then in the 4th week you go down in your mileage. You have your peak mileage week around 3 weeks before the marathon, and from then on you go into the tapering weeks, which means you will run less and less, so your energy gets like stored in your body, so you can run incredible on the day of the marathon itself. Back to training.
Another day, another run.
Basically, everything you think you can experience in the marathon should be in your training.
Yeah.
That includes the weather.
It's pretty nice.
It indeed tasted better than I had expected it to be, but not even 5 minutes later I didn't puke, but I also didn't not puke or something.
I just puked a bit a minute ago.
You fucking idiot.
I just ran 30 kilometers in a bit under 3.5 hours, so that's not really fast or anything, but I don't know how I should feel about the marathon right now, if it will be okay or not. Yeah, another 12 from here.
And what I didn't mention here was that I actually started walking parts after 25 kilometers, so yeah, it's going to be a tough one.
The last days before the marathon, you should fill your body with carbohydrates. White bread, pasta, and drink lots of water. It gets stored everywhere. You need the water.
It's the big day. Normally I eat breakfast at like 10 and now it's 6:30 and I have to stuff my face with all of this.
Plan the marathon day. What you wear, how you're getting to the marathon, where you park your car, or how you get from the railway station to the start of the marathon.
Right, so we're here.
Yeah, buddy.
Unfortunately,
Bad news, guys.
Fortunately, Gregor is not joining the run today. He got like very sick last couple of weeks, but he will run another time.
I will run it, and I am here to support my man, and he will make this.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
And then, all of a sudden, we're going to run a marathon. Months of training all led to this moment. And as the nerves are starting to kick in, a lot of questions cross your mind. Am I prepared enough? Or will I finish this marathon? Yeah, thank you very much for all the useful insights.
Well, you're welcome. A lot of success with your training and your marathon.
Yeah,
I hope you
thank
can make it. Be careful with your body.
Right. Goal is to run pretty slow in the beginning, hopefully catch up later in the race. We're at 7.5 right now. Everything going pretty well right now. Thijs here is running with me still. It's his first one as well, right?
Correct, yes.
What time do you want to finish the marathon?
If we're below 5, would be nice.
I'll stick with you then. Yeah, stop that girl. Oh, hey, thanks, man. First jump of the day. Everything is going well still. We're at 11 kilometers right now, and at this pace we'll be doing 4 hours 45 minutes.
You know how to hold me and dance like a little girl. You done something to me. I don't wanna lay you down anytime I play so cold. Oh, mooi man. Goed bezig.
Zet hem op. Dankjewel, dankjewel. Gaat goed.
After 18 kilometers of running with Thijs, I told him I was going to overtake the group we were running with, because my body told me that I wanted to go a bit faster.
I'm going to try to run a bit faster right now. We'll see if that eventually was a wise choice or not.
Gaat het goed?
Ja, zeker.
Oh, ja, je loopt heel continu, dat is heel mooi.
Ja, toch.
Tot zo, hè? Tot zo!
Halfway there.
Because I was starting to run a bit faster, I did overtake a lot of people, which was kind of motivating because I felt like I had quite some energy left. I now ran 29 kilometers, and now I was getting kind of in trouble. Because I already ran so far, but I also needed to go another 13 kilometers. Luckily, there was always the support.
Hey!
31, I thought I was like way further.
This was also the moment where my GoPro decided to only record 10 seconds at a time. Oh, and I passed this guy who was running barefoot.
Why are you running?
Everything starts to hit 7 more kilometers.
Although the pain was getting worse by the kilometer, I carried on. And eventually, when you know there's only 6 kilometers left, you know you're going to finish that marathon. I now reached the city center, which means there are only 2.5 kilometers left. First of all, I used up every last bit of energy I had left in my body. Also, all the people along the sidelines were amazing, and I was overtaking people fast. But then my calf cramped up and I was running in intense pain. But my brain still wanted to run fast, so I had to run with stretched calves because I couldn't run properly anymore. But there it was. We fucking got it! I hope the finish would have been happiness, family and fireworks, but it was more just cold pain and waiting. But we got there. Before the run, I didn't expect the marathon to go as well as it did. It honestly just went great. The first half, I felt like literally I hadn't run yet. Also, thanks a lot, Thijs, for keeping my mind off the actual running. That honestly did a lot. From 30 kilometers onwards, everything started to hurt. Things got harder, I was running slower, but I never really felt like that I wasn't going to make it. So honestly, thanks to everyone who was supporting me, it honestly just went great. And I'm sure that you can run a marathon as well. And you might say, well, yeah, but you're 24 and skinnier than a toothpick. Yes, that is true, but Thijs was 44 and Jeroen was 52 when he started to get into running. And instead of only training for 5 months, you can train for 18 months. Instead of having a training scheme that looks like this, you can have one that looks like this. And instead of running the marathon in 4 hours and 39 minutes, you could do it in 4 hours and 50 minutes or 5 hours and 15 minutes. Running a marathon is like proving to yourself that you're capable of doing anything. You might be thinking, this guy ran a marathon and all of a sudden he thinks he's Superman. Well,
maybe. I do have this long-term goal and plan to change and improve the world, and yes, I know that sounds crazy and insane, but I'm going for it. And if you can help me out by subscribing or sharing this video, I would appreciate it a lot. I'm going to do a lot more crazy challenges like trying to write a hit song or throwing a party with complete strangers, and I hope that you will be there as well. Anyways, here is the actual finish of the marathon.
After the race, you can't properly walk downstairs anymore. Your legs are empty. Get yourself 1 liter of chocolate milk and the banana and finish it after the race, after the marathon. Because your body needs that to recover.
By the way, Thijs also managed to finish the marathon in 4 hours and 50 minutes. Well done, man.